Welcome back everybody to Tech Pro Hardware. Today it's finally time. The Extreme Editing Gaming PC build is here and I'm excited to talk about it. We're going to discuss some of the parts I use, why I chose those, and then we're going to have a lot of great video at the end of the complete build. So sit back, get your popcorn, relax. Here we go. The Intel i9 9900K, what can I say? This is absolutely one powerhouse of a processor. If you want a go-to, do-it-all CPU, this is it. Gaming, video rendering, you name it, this can do it. Let me talk about a couple of specs on this thing. It's 3.6 gigahertz base clock, but don't worry about that. This thing is extremely overclockable. I have it running smoothly at 5.1 gigahertz on all cores. It is an 8-core processor, 16 threads. It's still based on the 14 nanometer manufacturing process. Intel can't get anything straightened out on their 10 nanometer yet, so we're still on the 14 nanometer node, but that's okay. I do want to talk about the pricing of this processor. It's $579 in the US, but in my opinion, for video editing, gaming, and a all-purpose workhorse, it is absolutely worth it. Whether or not the heavy price tag is worth it to you, I will say that for everything that I'm doing, this was the best choice and the best price point for me. This is a decision that you'll have to make when building your PC, as there are other alternatives out there. But for me, this was the right choice. Next, I want to talk about the motherboard I chose for the build. It is the ROG Maximus 11 Hero Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Edition. This is a Z390 motherboard which will work perfectly with the i9 9900K. This thing is optimized to do a lot. It has one-click overclocking. It's Aurora Sync illumination. It's just great. It works with a lot of different memory formats, and you'll be happy if you choose this board. Just a quick overview of some of the features. It has a patented pre-mounted I/O shield, has a clear CMOS button, BIOS flashback buttons, one PS2 keyboard mouse combo port, display port, HDMI. It also has Intel Gigabit LAN, 4 USB 3.1 Gen 2 ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, 2 USB 3.1 ports. It also is Wi-Fi capable. For RAM, I chose the Vengance RGB 64 gig DDR4 32 megahertz case latency 16 memory kit. These are 4 16 gigabyte modules. Of course, 64 gigabyte is overkill for gaming, but as I intend to use this PC for a lot of video editing as well, this will suit me very much so. And now for a few technical specs on the RAM. Of course, like I said, it's a 64 gigabyte 4x16 kit. Tested latency on this is 16, 18, 18, 36. That's pretty quick for a 64 gig kit. It also has a tested voltage of 1.35 volts. Tested speed is 3200 megahertz. Of course, this is overclockable, and I should be able to do a little bit better than that. It also has some anodized aluminum heat spreaders, and it also is XMP 2.0 capable. Next, I want to talk about the CPU cooler that I chose. It is the Asus ROG Ryuo 240 cooler, and it is one fantastic piece of work. This is absolutely new from Asus. It just hit the market. They're a little hard to find, and they're a little pricey. This one was around $160, but I tell you what, it is one awesome cooler. Yes, there's others on the market, but this fit what I wanted, and it is absolute beast. Check the link in the description because I'm going to do an unboxing video of this real soon. For a boot drive, I chose the insanely fast Intel Optane 280 gigabyte PCI Express SSD. This thing is absolutely crazy. The random access, low latency on this is unmatched in the industry. I'm not going to go into too much technical terminology on this. I will have a full unboxing of this, so check the link in the description. But let's just say this thing is without rival when it comes to just pure speed. Next, I want to talk about a drive I'm going to be using as a scratch disk. This is the Samsung 960 EVO 500 gigabyte SSD NVMe. It's blatantly fast. There's really nothing that can hold it back. It's just an awesome drive. I'll be using this to edit files and do a little storage on, but basically this thing will do everything I need it to do as quick as I need it to do it. For a mass storage drive, I chose the Micron 2TB SSD. This is going to hold all of my footage. It's going to hold all of my games. It's just going to be a fast solution for mass storage. For archival of my data, I went with a pair of 3TB Toshiba drives. I'm going to run these in RAID, and that way I'll have one 6TB drive for those needs. So let's just recap and get an overall picture of the summary of my storage devices. First off, we have the Intel 280 gig Optane drive. This is just awesome. Next, we have the Samsung 500 gigabyte scratch disk for all my video editing needs. Then we have the 2TB Micron drive, which is going to store all of my game library. And then I went with a Toshiba 3TB dual RAID for a 6TB mass drive solution. And now for the graphics card. Introducing the PNY RTX 2080 Ti. This is the overclocked edition, and I've already done an unboxing of this and it's uploaded. I'll leave a link in the description below. But I've had no issues with this card. It is absolutely fantastic, and of course it does everything I need it to do. Next up is the power supply for this system. With all the components I chose, I wanted to have something real beefy and real mean. And this is the Phanteks Revolt X 1200 watt titanium power supply. This is a dual system power supply, and I'm going to upload a video of this. I haven't done it yet, but this thing is massive, it's beefy, it's muscular, it's what you want to run a rig like I'm building. More to come on this. For cable extensions, of course I went with Cable Mods. You can't argue with those folks. They do a great job, and it's going to give the system a little bit more bang, a little bit more color, and that's what I want. Of course we got to keep the system cool, and I went with an assortment of Cooler Master RGB fans, 140 and 120. I think I have 6 or 7 in the case, but you'll see that later on in the video exactly how many I have. These fans are fully RGB capable and can be controlled by your motherboard's RGB header, or you can use an external RGB control box. So what did I choose to house all these glorious parts? Nothing less than the Phanteks Evolv X, probably the most anticipated case of 2018. This case retails for $199. It's sold out everywhere, back ordered all the time. What a great piece of hardware. It can contain 2 systems. The previous power supply I showed you can run those 2 systems. I'll have a complete unboxing of this awesome chassis later on the channel, so stay tuned for that. For my keyboard solution, I went with the ROG Strix Flare. This is a full Cherry MX switch keyboard, full RGB. I can do every key in any color that I want. It's just a great addition to the system, and I'm going to enjoy using this. This keyboard will also sync with my motherboard, so I can have complete symmetry between the 2 systems. I chose the ROG Pugio mouse to go with this system. It will also sync with the motherboard and the keyboard, and everything will just work well together, and I'm looking forward to using this also. Keep an eye out for the full unboxing on the channel as well. I know this has got plastic on it somewhere. I don't take this off now. I'll forget.